Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest Chelsea news. Look at the picture that I have on the screen. It's a name that is being said and it's been talked about a lot on social media. Had a fantastic performance last night against Lille, I believe, in the Champions League. Very, very good goal that he scored. Well taken goal. And he's been absolutely on fire. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Viktor Gyökeres. This name is 100% in Chelsea's radar. Has been, for a while, because of, I suppose, his high transfer fee. It wasn't contemplated. It wasn't considered. However, I don't think we can disregard this anymore. The numbers he's producing, the level of goals, the kind of goals he's scoring as well. It's phenomenal. He's literally matching Erling Haaland goal for goal. Obviously, Erling Haaland's doing it in the Premier League. However, Viktor Gyökeres is doing it in the Portuguese league, but he's now doing it in the Champions League as well. Look, I've said it all along that when Pochettino was around, I actually wanted Victor Osimhen because I felt like Osimhen's skill set far suited Maurizio Pochettino. However, when Maresca came in, I said from the get-go that I think we should be looking at someone like Viktor Gyökeres, who's far more fluid in the front three. He can pretty much take up any spots. But the most important part is he's physical. He's got the pace, the power. He's ruthless up front. He can sometimes drop into midfield, help out. He's got all of that technical ability, right? But of course, we moved away from him because of the high transfer fee. His release clause is somewhere close to, I think, 18, 90 million pounds. The one thing that does go for us with him is he's on low wages at Sporting Lisbon. So that's something that fits our, sporting project, that whatever we're doing at the moment. We are looking for low wages. So that's something that fits. Whereas Victor Osimhen, his wages are incredible. So let's see what happens. Striker position, ladies and gentlemen, at Chelsea Football Club is paramount. This is one place where I feel like we are lacking. We've got a lot of attacking threats. We've got a lot of players that can be very, very good up front for us, but we don't have an out-and-out number 9. We don't have an out-and-out striker, and we need that. This team is screaming out for that particular striker. Now, you may say, Miz, how many more players are we going to bring in? We've already got so many. Well, we need to build a squad, man. We need to get rid of players that just don't seem to fit and bring in players that actually will fit. Let's not try and bring in players to just somehow squeeze them in and then they end up being a bit of a mismatch. So, look, for me, if there is an opportunity to go for Viktor Gyökeres in the January window, we should be looking into that. Of course, the Victor Osimhen story is still alive. We'll see what happens there. But I truly do think Gyökeres is the right fit for Maresca's style of football. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. This is the latest from Court Offside. Chelsea are informed on the situation of Sporting Lisbon striker Viktor Gyökeres ahead of a potential transfer battle with Tottenham and Paris Saint-Germain next summer. So you best believe there will be teams that are going to go for him. And, we should have probably made a better effort in the last summer window. Now, next up, ladies and gentlemen, Conor Gallagher taking a little bit of a swipe at Chelsea Football Club and perhaps making a bit of a mockery. A subtle level of mockery, but I do think he's kind of cooked us over here. Check this out, Conor Gallagher. Chelsea are a huge football club, one of the biggest in the world, along with Atletico. But I have taken the exciting step of playing Champions League, UCL football, and challenging for trophies. Conor Gallagher, ladies and gentlemen, coming out and saying, look, I've taken the exciting step forward, playing in the Champions League and going for trophies because, Chelsea is not doing either of them anytime soon. Look, I think we've all stated this when he made that move to Atletico, that it is a move forward for him. He's upgraded. Some people may not like this, but the truth of the matter is we're in the Conference League. God knows when we're going to come back to the Champions League. And in the Premier League, it is still looking a little bit shaky for Chelsea Football Club. It's not like set in stones that, okay, we are a solid team. We struggled against Bournemouth. We could have lost against Bournemouth, and now we've got West Ham coming up. Let's see how it all shapes up. So, and Conor Gallagher is going to a team where he's perfect for them. Absolutely perfect. His skill set of, that engine to be able to run all match long It's far suited for Atletico Madrid style. And he's doing well. He's already got a man of the match for them last weekend in the La Liga, scored a goal as well. Very keen to see how he performs in the Champions League. The match is tomorrow. So, look, let me know your thoughts. I mean, I do think he's had a little swipe, a little jab at Chelsea, but is he wrong? He's probably not wrong. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, Mykhailo Mudryk is desperate to move elsewhere to get more consistent playing time. Bayern Munich are still looking at him, and there is interest from Marseille. A loan move is the most likely outcome in January. Look, this was inevitable. Mykhailo Mudryk, with the likes of Jadon Sancho, Pedro Neto, João Felix, there's no chance anymore. There really isn't. And as I said, off the back of that Jadon Sancho performance against Bournemouth, and that's just the start from Jadon Sancho. If you can't have that level of performance, at least on the left side, Mykhailo Mudryk, then I'm sorry, you probably don't deserve to play for Chelsea Football Club, because that is the bare minimum. What Jadon Sancho did against Bournemouth is the bare minimum, and you only need to rise from there. And at the moment, we haven't seen Mudryk do even the bare minimum for us. So, look, his time is definitely coming to an end, whether it's a loan, whether it's a full sell, we shall see in the January window. But yeah, Bayern Munich are still looking at him. Let's see if Bayern are still interested about him. They were interested last January to get him on a loan. Marseille would be a fantastic move for him. Roberto De Zerbi over there, someone who really rates him. And I think that might be a good destination for Mykhailo Mudryk to go to, a manager that truly believes in you. So let's see what happens, but I think it is inevitable that Mudryk's time at Chelsea Football Club is coming to an end. Next up, there was a moment in the summer when Chelsea were considering the possibility of selling Noni Madueke at the end of June. He was one of the list of two clubs, Newcastle and Red Bull Leipzig. At some point in August, he was considered untouchable. So kudos to Noni Madueke to go from being in the selling list to become untouchable. That's pretty good. He is a very important player in Enzo Maresca's project. This is coming from Fabrizio Romano. Look, all I'm going to say is that fantastic that you've been able to get yourself be an untouchable player under Enzo Maresca. However, I still maintain consistency is very important. You've had a very good game against Wolves. You got yourself a hat trick. But since then, what have you really done? Once again, the inconsistency has kicked in. You got an assist for England, which is fantastic, but we do need to start seeing more production from this player. We do need to start seeing better quality from this player on a regular basis. The skill set is there. The consistency is what matters the most. So, look, a lot of people were saying, no, he wasn't up for sale, this, that, the other. He was. Looks like he was up for sale. And the matter's only going to get complicated next season when the likes of Kendry Paez and Esteban Willian walk into Chelsea Football Club. And they've been promised a starting position. So next summer, the conversations are only going to get difficult, and you do need to start performing at a very, very high level. You need to get into a position where by the end of this season, Madueke needs to be able to say that I can't be sold, because look at the numbers that I've created this season. So let's see what Noni Madueke can do. If he ends up having this inconsistent, stint, he will most likely move on as well. After all that, Chelsea internally saw how special was Noni Madueke in training and then in the official games under Enzo Maresca. The feeling between Maresca and Noni is excellent, which is great. But as I said, need to perform more regularly. You cannot have 2, 3, 4 games of you being absent and then all of a sudden you score another hat-trick. Far more consistency is required. Now, this is a very, very interesting topic, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. Sachin Gupta, the Executive Vice President of Basketball Operations at Minnesota Timberwolves, is set to leave the NBA franchise to take up a prominent position at Chelsea, coming from Athletic. Some people have messaged me and said, Miz, he looks like you. You've taken over. Have you got a job at Chelsea? Come on, guys. Surely I'm a little bit better looking than this guy. But now, look, guys, it seems like Chelsea want to continue the whole finding gems, finding players for cheap wages, and potentially making some money out of it. Apparently, this guy's remit is to do that. Now, check this out. This is someone who's made a comment just under that particular post on PYS's page saying, inventor of SBN's famous NBA trade machine, also known for locking in players on low salary, long-term contracts with little guaranteed money, aka Gupta special. So yeah, this guy is leaving NBA, Minnesota Timberwolves. He's apparently the operations guy over there who, finds all these player trades and gems, basically low salary, potentially could be superstars down the track. So he does a whole heap of data analytics. He looks at the data set all across NBA and then finds these sort of gems. And he's going to try and do that for Chelsea Football Club. So it only tells me that we will continue in the Iqbali vein. I don't think Todd Bowley has much say. I think this is clear now. The fact that this guy is coming into Chelsea Football Club, it's clear who makes the shots, who calls the shots, and it seems like it is Baghdad Iqbali. Bowley, I don't think, wants to do this, and Iqbali truly does love the stock market environment. He loves it. He loves players coming in, players going out, and basically trying to make a net transfer spending. Basically, whatever you sell is what you use to purchase players, which is great. Fine, I understand it. That's a great way to balance out the books. But surely, I don't know how the players would feel. Like, surely this is not breeding a good environment for the players. Consistently seeing all of these new players come in and then existing players leaving as well. I don't think it creates a good environment. And I don't think, just because this is something that works in the NBA, this is where the issue is. These American owners that we have, they're bringing in a whole heap of American way of things into European football, where traditionally it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel good. Let's see if they can start a trend. Let's see if players are impacted by this. Look at some of the players that we don't have a home for this season. Chukwuemeka, Ben Chilwell. So many players that we've recently, not Ben Chilwell, but Chukwuemeka is someone that we've recently brought in. Mudryk, another one that we've just talked about here. Madueke was literally in the selling list. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about this guy coming in and the future of Chelsea Football Club, where it's going. Seems like we're going to have a lot more player trading and whatnot, that kind of shenanigans. Let's see if there's any other latest news. No. So that's the latest. Let me know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, in regards to Victor Gyökeres, in regards to Conor Gallagher's comments, Madueke, Mudryk, Sachin Gupta. Let me know. That's the most important part. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, take care. See ya.